Saturday, November the 9th, 2019. I am still sitting here at the Whole Foods grocery store, 2101 Pennsylvania Avenue, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19130. I still need someone to show up. I left a message today at Sharon Baptist Church here in Philadelphia. That's, 59 something? Coca something road. I left him a message because I know they are a part of my identity theft as it pertains to the former New Inspirations Baptist Church, which is now City Christian Church, Philadelphia. And 4100 Germantown Road is only one of the facilities that we will just use for outreach, for meetings and different things. Same thing for 77 Tabor Street, same thing for the old Cornerstone. And the Spectrum being the main church facility, sanctuary. And by now it should have been transformed, but I understand it has not. And so now it's time for the governor to step in, the real judge to step in, not a phony megaship, but a real judge, because I need my keys, I need my checkbooks, I need my debit cards and credit cards. And there's no reason for Sharon Baptist Church to count my offerings from City Christian Church, Philadelphia. And they should have my name on them, and if they don't, they should have City Christian Church, Philadelphia, and my number, 226-886048. Now, I warned you that it's already registered to me. You may form yourselves another church such as Sharon without a pastor's license, without a 501c3, and without a bank account. Sharon cannot have mine. And so right now people are in high crime. And I sit here and they are part of conspiracy to murder. They murdered Laura Bush over those checkbooks because the New Inspirations checkbook had billions of my dollars in them, hidden in a sub-account. And that sub-account is from my inheritance. From my inheritance. It's not the church offerings. Nobody in this city gave like that, ever. Never even given like I have given to you and don't even know you. Have not even stood there before you. Now Wilson, I call him Wilson, the Black Tam, and then Ivan Hilliard, and then the security guard, identical at Union Station in Washington, D.C. The three of them, and number 4, Pastor Reggie, I believe. Pastor Reggie. The 4 of them are in my Aunt Thelma's same 9 months. Thelma Holden. They murdered her, and they still use her identity. You're not going to do well at the city of Richmond because I wanted shown how the superintendent's job used her social security number to be that job, and the pay was inflated and then divided. You're so murderous, people. This is why I have not got a result, because it involves more than billions. It involves trillions. And so I just need somebody, man or woman of God, or man and woman of God, to show up. Young people, youth, to show up. Enough money, I need to go to the hotel. I've got rounds of bugs off of me 4 times now. Fools that come in and out of here sitting, they have put bugs on me. I mean, literally, like from the dog and different things. And I think that is just awful, because I have not ever been criminal or never been harm to anyone, and neither has my family. And something is wrong, people, that you think it's okay to go at that gun. I don't sound like this for real. And make us sound like different people when we talk and our mouths, and they just keep on changing the shape of our face and switching out eyeballs and things. And I need you to find my son, Philip Stephen Jones, born January 12th, 1983. My daughter, Melissa Renee Jones, born July 6th, 1984. Both were adopted. Philip, I had in my house by way of City of Richmond at 13 months old and never left. Foster care, 13 months old and never left, and I adopted him. So that made him my son. Never, not part of social service. Melissa came to my house at 3 years old. Supposed to be an adoption visit, and then she ended up staying, and I adopted her. I did not adopt Yantel. Yantel was born supposedly to Angelique, but found out now that she was born to someone else, and they put my numbers in her like I had her. I didn't have her, but she was my foster child from up until 8, I believe, till about 8 years old, 7 or 8, and then they started switching them and causing problems. Yantel was not the one that went up to Marie Whitaker's house and begged for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Our children rarely ate peanut butter and jelly. And I didn't find out that till later years. Now they're grown. Yantel's 31. You people have failed. And you have held her hostage, and others have been in her identity. John and Audrey Hawks, you did not do well because you knew the truth and I did not. Judge Rubin, I guess you found out the truth or knew the truth and just did what you did. You know, when they petitioned the court for custody of Yantel because Angelique placed her into foster care. And they petitioned the court for custody, and we didn't allow them to have custody. The judge granted the stay as it pertains to foster care. Well, they had not told me yet what they had done. They didn't tell me that they had switched Angelique and put Ethel in, and Ethel did not have Yantel either. Somebody else did. They brought Ethel there when it was time to deliver babies. For them, what's time to deliver babies? Miss Angelique was not pregnant. It's a bodysuit. And so you need to get that straight, people. Stop switching them back and forth. I knew Angelique more than I knew Ethel. But now they have become men and women of God, men and women of God. And it's time to do something different. The truth about yourselves, because their ages were put up, 8 years? If they were only 9 years old, and 8 years, 8 years added to that. Because you said she was 17, 7 months pregnant. Let me back up. She was not 17. I think she must have just turned 10. Birthday January 7. People, you gotta do it right. Our families, our homes. Once again, Angelique used to come. Mike, they start switching Angelique and Mike. Ethel will come, and this one sitting over here said he been in the house identical to Mike before he done changed himself from looking identical to Mike. It's too crazy, but it's real. I need someone to come. It's a shame because alarms go off for the President of the United States of America, and I won with real votes, and I'm running again. And stop threatening me that I don't hear. If you run, gonna do this. If we run, gonna do that. I think they need to be picked up, and they need to be shown for what they were. Because I have the right to be it without the election. And I ask some of you to get yourselves. They're going to be civil rights activists and all of that political. To get yourselves together. If you want to stand for something, stand for that truth. Find it in there and show them, because Laura showed you all how we had the right. Her husband as the vice president, George W. Bush Jr., and me as the president without an election. And that's real history, people.